Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of chemistry. And of course, today we are going to continue our study on organic chemistry. Today we are going to be looking at formula of organic compounds. All right, so I'm going to be looking at the formulas of organic compound. All right, do not forget to like this video as usual. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and do not forget to keep sharing these videos to your friends and loved ones so they can also learn and succeed like you. And this tutorial is brought to you by the O3SCHOOLS JAMB app. If you don't have that app on your phone right now, what you are doing is yourself, okay? The app has all you need to succeed in your exam, has all the past questions from JAMB, so you do not need to bother about past questions at all, has likely exam questions also. There's also a classroom feature that has lecture notes that are structured according to the JAMB syllabus. A lot of you do read without your JAMB syllabus, and that will be a big problem for you, all right? Because reading without your syllabus will make you read wide and broad, and then you would miss the main thing that JAMB wants you to really focus on. All right, so please, the lecture note on the app have been structured according to the JAMB syllabus to suit your reading needs. Then likewise, we also have the UTME mock challenge every Saturday. Complete it to win amazing prizes. And what's more is that you get to see your score released every Saturday, your results released every Saturday, and then of course you build your confidence towards the main exam. All right. Also, there's a question search feature. You can search for question according to topics. So many other wonderful features: UTME literature books, educational games, and the likes. All right. So please get the app and activate it for just a little fee. Now let's look at formula of organic compounds. All right, so apart from the general formula, okay, where we say that for the alkane is CnH2n plus 2, where we say for the alkenes is CnH2n, and where we say for the alkynes is CnH2n minus 2. Okay, then the alkyl group CnH2n plus 1. All right, apart from all these general formulas, okay, that organic compounds bolster. Okay, there are also three other formulas that organic compounds will show. All right, so there are three other basic formulas that the organic compounds show apart from general formula. All right, and of course they include: one is the empirical formula. The empirical formula, number one, we have the empirical formula. Empirical formula. Okay, we have two, the molecular formula, and then three, we have the structural formula. Structural formula. Okay, so we're going to be looking at each of them one after the other. Okay, so organic compounds show empirical formula, they show molecular formula, and also they bolster structural formula in the ranks. All right, so I'm going to be looking at them one after the other. These are not new things to you anyway. Okay, so the empirical formula, as we begin with, is is the simplest formula of a compound. Okay, the empirical formula is the simplest formula of a compound. What the empirical formula shows, okay, it shows the atoms present in a compound. It shows the atoms that are present in a compound, the atoms present in a compound. That is what it shows. And also it shows the ratio. It shows the ratio of each atom present in that compound. Okay, it shows the ratios of each atom present in the compound. Okay, it shows the simplest ratio, okay, of each atom present in the compound. Let me make an example to make this very clear. For example, the molecular formula of benzene. Okay, is C6H6. I'm very sorry. In the last episode, we talked about homologous series. We did not talk about the series of benzene. Okay, the benzene and the arenes. Okay, benzene and arenes. Okay, and the general formula is C6H5X. Okay, this is the general formula. All right, C6H5X, and their functional group is the benzene functional group. Okay, benzene functional group. This is their functional group. All right, the benzene structural functional group. This is their functional group. This is their general formula. All right, an example is benzene itself, which is C6H6, and then of course other what derivatives. All right, so please take note of that. All right, so please now let's go back to where we are. So please just note this. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't just skipped me. Okay, but I just remembered now. All right, so now let us continue. So this is what our benzene. This is the molecular formula of benzene, C6H6. So what empirical formula shows you, okay, is what is the atoms present in the compound, and then it also shows you what the simplest ratio in which those atoms will combine. Okay, yeah. Now this is the molecular formula. The empirical formula will be what now? CH. We just be what? CH. Okay, because the ratio in which your carbon and hydrogen combine is what? 6 ratio or 6. The simplest ratio is here where 1, 6 here 1, 6 here 1. So 1:1. Okay, that is what makes it what? Just what? CH as the what? Empirical what formula. Okay, I'm sure that one is very, very easy. Okay, so empirical formula shows the atoms present in the compound, and then it shows the ratios of each atom present in what? In the compound. That's what the two those are the two things empirical formula shows you. Okay, so that is that for that. Now let us go to the molecular formula so that we will not dwell too much on the empirical formula. So now on the molecular formula, on the other hand, all right, shows you the number. Okay, shows you the number of what? Of atoms present. Shows you the number of atoms present in a what? In the molecule of a compound. Okay, that's why it's now what? Molecular formula. Molecular formula. Okay, this is the second formula we're looking at. It shows what the number of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. Okay, just like we used benzene just now, the molecular formula was C6H6. Okay, it shows the actual number of what atoms present in the molecule of a compound. Example, maintain is what? CH4. Okay, and so many other compounds, okay, that I do not want to go into right now. All right, so this is what molecular formula. Why the empirical formula is what? Is CH. Is CH. So anytime I want to remember molecular formula, empirical formula, just use benzene. All right, this is empirical, and this is what? Molecular. Okay, molecular shows the number of atoms present, okay, in each what? In the molecule of a compound, while the empirical formula shows the ratios in which those atoms, okay, in the compound what combine. All right, so now let us go to the last one, which is the one we are mostly interested in, okay, for most of us, which is the structural formula. The structural formula, okay, the structural formula. Now, the structural formula, what it shows is the orientation of its atom in space. Okay, structural formula, it shows the orientation of its atoms in what? In space. Okay, that's what the structural formula shows. Structural formula shows the orientation of what? Of the atoms in the compound in what? In space. All right. So now, structural formula could be what? Could be one. Could be what? Graphical structural formula. Okay, and also it could be what? Condensed what? Structural formula. Okay, structural formula. Also, sometimes it could be what? In form of a stick form. All right, stick form. All right, so I'm going to look at each of them. All right, now the graphical structural formula, what it shows is the what? It shows the bonds. It shows all the bonds present in the molecule of a compound. All right, the graphical structural formula shows all the bonds present in the what? In the molecule of a compound. Okay, let us look at it. Let us look at the graphical structural formula. An example is C. Okay, C. Okay, let's say there's a double bond here. All right. So we say that a graphical structural formula shows what? All the bonds present in in a compound. All right. So let me just shift this. Let me put this double bond here. Okay. So now this, of course, you can complete this. Then this. Since there's a double bond here, you'll be one. We're going to look at what rules of naming organic compounds. I'm not getting there yet. Just hold on for now. All right. So now this is H here. 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 Then this is H. this is H, then this is H here, this is H, this is H here. Okay, this compound now, this is what is showing. This is the structural formula. It's a graphical form. Okay, it's showing us all the bonds. Okay, present what in the compound. It shows this is what the graphical what structural formula shows. It shows all the bonds present what in the compound. All right, that is that for structural formula. It shows all the bonds present what in the compound. All right, now we now have another one we call what the condensed what structural formula. The condensed structural formula. Now, the condensed structural formula only shows the sequence of the constituent atoms. It only shows the sequence. It shows the sequence of the constituent atoms. Okay, that is what the condensed what structural formula shows. It shows us the sequence of the what of the constituent what atoms, but it does not show us the bond. But it does not show the bond. For example, this graphical method, this graphical structural formula, now we can convert it to a condensed a condensed structural formula. How? Now we start from the left to the right. Okay, we start from the left to the right. All right, this is a carbon atom that is bonded to what 3 hydrogen atoms. Abi? Yes. So that means we're going to have CH3. Oh. This is condensed. We are condensing it, all right? It's just like with the press and when they say press and well, okay, don't believe that buy me shy bread, okay? The way they press against that bread, okay? So we are condensing it, we are collapsing it, all right? So now this is CH3, all right? Then the next one is what is a carbon atom that is bonded to 2 hydrogen atoms, Abi? So I'm going to have what CH2. You are getting it, right? Then, of course, next is what? It's a carbon atom, carbon to carbon with double bond, okay? But this is CH here, all right? C bonded to what? 1 hydrogen atom. I'm going to have CH. Then, of course, another C bonded to 1 hydrogen atom, CH. Then I have what? This C bonded to what? 3 hydrogen atom. A carbon atom bonded to 3 hydrogen atom. That is what? CH3, all right? So we can also further condense this, okay, to what now? To CH3 first, then CH2, all right? Then I have CH2 of it, CH2 of it, then I have CH3, all right? So this is what? This is the condensed structural formula, while this one is what? Is the graphical or structural formula. Okay, so it means what? We are pressing it, we are condensing it, we are collapsing it, okay, in the shortest form possible. All right, so you can see what an organic compound represented like this. So you can also be able to expand it. We can take it back to its Lewis structure. We call them Lewis structure. All right, so it's as simple as ABC. Now let us look at another example of a condensed structural compound. So let's say, for example, we have C. Okay, this is an alkane. Okay, all right. So this is all H here. H. Okay. So now, if we want to condense this one now, we start from the left. Okay, this is a carbon atom bonded to 3 hydrogen atoms, CH3. This is a carbon atom bonded to 2 hydrogen atoms, CH2. Another one bonded to 2 hydrogen atoms, CH2. Another one bonded to 2 hydrogen atoms, CH2. Then we now have what? CH3. All right? Simple, but so now having 3 of us CH2, then we can further condense this to what? CH3, CH2. How many of it? 3. Then CH3. Okay, so it's as simple as ABC. So this is how what we condense structures. Okay, this is how we condense structures. Then likewise, we talked about what the stick form. Okay, the stick form, right? So for example, if you want to show the structural formula of a compound, okay, we can show it in the stick form, where every bend, okay, every end and every bend, where every end and every bend represents a carbon atom. Okay, so for the stick form, every end and every bend represent what? A carbon atom. For the stick form, let us see an example. Like for this one now, we can represent it what? In the stick form. All right, so in stick form, we can just simply say what? We can draw something like this. All right, then that means this end here is C. All right, then here another point here for this second C, it comes down. Okay, so this here is C, here is C, here is C. Then this third one now, here is C. Okay, it goes up. For this one, this here is another C. then it comes down again, gets another word C. Okay, in other words, if you want to let's say that it's just like saying H3C, H2C, 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 then was H was 3C, okay, or CH3, or anyone you want to call it. Okay, so this is what a stick form. Okay, we can what represent what an organic compound using what the stick word form, right, where every end and every bend represents a carbon atom. This end is a carbon atom, this point here, okay, is a carbon atom, this bend here, this point here is a carbon atom, this point here is a carbon atom, this point here is a carbon atom, this point here is a carbon atom. All right, so it's as simple as A, B, C. All right, so these are all the formulas for what of organic what compounds. I'm sure they are very, very easy and understandable. Okay, so please make sure you just practice practice some questions, and then show your hands. All right, show your hands. All right, so that way you can easily understand. Okay, so in the next class we're going to be looking at hybridization. All right, so please stay blessed, keep watching, and we'll keep sharing. All right, my name is Master T, your Grand Commander. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching.